Hey guys, Uncle Jay here with another story for you. I'm going to tell you guys about the worst concerts I've ever seen, the best concerts I've ever seen, and yeah. Well, let's start with the first one. The first concert I've ever been to was Guns N' Roses and Metallica at the Rose Bowl. Faith No More was supposed to open up, and they didn't. I'm not sure why they couldn't make it, but they weren't there. But, however, Motorhead opened up for them instead. And it was me, Bobby Scotty, Teddy, everybody, D's Nuts, and their Uncle Dick showed up with his girlfriend. And he was the guy that started that company, oh god, it was Power One, that DC power supply company, and he's the guy that made like millions and shit, and had that mansion off of Santa Rosa Road. And he's the guy, he's the fucking guy that took off out of town and left us the house sit. And we were playing Marco Polo in his swimming pool. And he had these giant parrots that fucking were listening to us. And fucking old D's Nuts, he's got the goggles on with the duct tape. He's it, and he's fucking going, Marco, Marco, Marco. And these parrots going, Polo, Polo, Polo. And he's fucking getting close. Then they're coming down. They're at the fucking pool's edge. And he's reaching out with his hand. And sure as shit, one of them damn near bit his finger off. That's one of the stories that I told on my channel. If you want to check it out, you can. But anyway, just letting you know, the company that I was with, we get to the Rose Bowl, and Motorhead opens up. They come out, and they're on stage, and they don't fucking do anything. They're just standing there, looking around at the crowd, and it's a sold-out fucking crowd at the Rose Bowl. Lemmy gets on the mic, and he goes, fucking, where's my mic at? I'm not playing a fucking note until I see some teats. And behind them is this giant Jumbotron screen, and there's a cameraman that's like panning out at the crowd and stuff, and Lemmy turns around. They all turn around and they're looking up at the screen. And there was some gal that was sitting on some guy's shoulders. She flashes her cans, and the crowd goes nuts, and he's like, good enough for me. And they go right into their set, and it was fucking amazing. Motorhead was the first band I've ever seen live, and they fucking killed it. And I wasn't even really like a Motorhead fan. Like, I heard of them, but they killed it. They're fucking amazing. They were incredible. At that time, like, I was more of a Faith No More fan. Like, Midlife Crisis and like shit. Like, some of their songs are just timeless. I was really looking forward to them. To this day, I haven't seen them live, but Motorhead fucking just dialed it in. They set it up. It was incredible. Now, this is also at that time when Metallica and Guns N' Roses were on tour, and shit was kind of fucking weird. There was a riot in St. Louis, Missouri, because Axl Rose refused to come out on stage and shit, and he's being a fucking dickhead, and they destroyed that fucking building that they were in. Like, the fans were just, they had enough, you know. And after a few hours of waiting for your band to come on, like, what kind of fucking dickhead does that to fans? You know? And is at the same time too where Metallica fucking Hetfield, he got burned in some pyro accident, and he had to wear like a cast or something and shit like that, and I don't remember the particulars because it was so long ago. But for some reason, I think that maybe I could be full of shit in this, but from what I remember, Axl Rose felt like he was upstaged by Hetfield, and nobody does that to him, you know. So I'm gonna fucking make people wait before I come on stage. Now, when we were on our way there, we were thinking, fuck, I hope that Metallica closes, because Guns N' Roses has to go on first, And that was the thing. Well, fucking the flip of the coin, the roll of the dice. After Motorhead, Metallica came on. They were great. They sounded awesome. I'm not a big Metallica fan. I'm more of a Megadeth fan. But, you know, they put on a good show. And then fucking, they were gracious. Said, thank you guys. Blah, blah, blah. And they, you know, crowd goes nuts and they leave the stage. Everybody runs out there and changes the whole fucking set. And then the Use Your Illusions banners came down. They're like fucking like 200 feet tall, hanging from the top of the thing. And they're getting everything set. Well, we're like, all right, yeah, they're coming on. They don't come on. Guns N' Roses does not come on. For half hour later, fucking nothing. Somebody walks out. Yay! You know, it's like one of the fucking sound guys. And he's like, oh, stop, you know. And adjusts the microphone, leaves, you know, like shit like that. Anybody that came out on stage, the crowd went fucking crazy. 2 hours goes by. Fucking Guns N' Roses still isn't coming on. We decided to pick up the trash around us and make a bonfire in the fucking stadium. And we almost got thrown out for that. I think right at the 3 hour mark is when fucking... Nothing against the band of Guns N' Roses, but because they're fucking... They seem like they were cool. But Axl Rose is a fucking cunt for doing that to people that paid to fucking be there. And those tickets weren't cheap. Especially for some teenage fucking punk like me. And had to fork out gas money to get to the show. That guy's a dick for what he did to everybody. Not just at the Rose Bowl, but fucking nationwide. He'd do this shit. He's a fucking dick. And they finally came on. Put on a good show, but everybody was so fucking pissed off that we didn't really care if they put on a good show or not. It left a bad taste in our mouths. I gotta say that was probably the worst concert experience of my life. And I've been to, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens of shows. Another disappointment was Stone Temple Pilots. I love that fucking band, and I got to see them. They had these giant lava lamps on stage. The band itself was incredible, but again, the singer, fucking Scott Weiland, he was so shit-faced or fucked up on drugs or whatever, he barely made it through the show. So that was a disappointment. Oh, jeez. My second concert, which was like right after the Guns N' Roses and Metallica show, was MC Hammer. My friends Felix and Austin and these guys, they all got their money together to go to the Great Western Forum to see MC Hammer. I wanted to go. I didn't have any money. I had a paper out and fucking I wasn't... to you guys that don't know what a fucking paper out is, I used to ride a bike and throw papers at houses and shit for a little bit of money. The fuck, they don't do that anymore. Anyway, I didn't have enough money to go, but one of the guys in the group, he bought a ticket, but he got grounded because he's fucking up in school or something, and he wasn't allowed to go to see MC Hammer. He said, "Hey Jay, do you want my ticket?" I said, "Dude, I can't pay you back. I don't have any money." He said, "I'll just give it to you. I'm not allowed to go. I know you like MC Hammer. I really want you to go." And I'm like, "Really?" So he gave me the ticket. Oh my God. MC Hammer could put on a fucking show. The amount of people on stage, they were in such synchronicity. The dancing and all that stuff, and the bass and everything, it was amazing. It was incredible. I was probably the only white kid in the Great Western Forum watching MC Hammer, but I loved it. I had such a great time, and MC Hammer is a hell of an entertainer. It was incredible. I had such a great time. Let's see what else. Other concerts. Years later, in the 90s, I moved to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and I worked at a record store called Camelot Music in the mall. And we always got the heads up on who was coming into town. During that time, I went to see a Primus show in Tulsa, and I lost my clothes in a mosh pit, and on a date. And I saw Foo Fighters. This is right after they released their second album. I saw them in this. It was like a barn type fucking venue in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and they had no AC. And it was hotter than a popcorn fart. It was so fucking hot in there. Dave Grohl's like, "Fuck, it's hot," and it was so fucking. It's just out in fucking Oklahoma somewhere, like out in the out in the sticks and shit. Now, and the fucking Foo Fighters' first album, I love so much. And my favorite song was "Exhausted," and I think it was the last track on that first album. And I'm up near the front, and they finish the song, and I'm yelling out, play "Exhausted, please, Exhausted, please, Exhausted." And Dave Grohl's looking at me. I'm like, "Dude, come on, man, Exhausted, please play it." And he's looking at the other guys and shit, and they just kind of blew me off, and they just kept doing their set. That really bummed me out, because I made eye contact with Dave Grohl. I'm like, "Dude, please play Exhausted. It's my favorite song." And they didn't play it. And I was like half the fucking size I am now. And I was crowd surfing, and the ceilings were low. And I got so fucking mad when I'm crowd surfing that I kicked out one of the fucking lights. And sparks flew out everywhere and shit. Concert stories. All right, let's keep going here. I think I got to see 9 Inch Nails and David Bowie, and that was a moving experience to me. To see David Bowie walk out on stage like that was really something incredible. It sent chills throughout my body. I'm like, "Oh my God, there he is." That was an amazing show. Again, that was also in Los Angeles. Bad Religion, I've seen a bunch of times. Always puts on a good show. I've never seen the Reverend Horton Heat. Always wanted to see them. I got to see Nashville Pussy. I never heard of them until I was like on the way to their show. My friends Dave and Yvette, they're like, "Oh, we're going to the Ventura Theater to see Nashville Pussy." I'm like, "Oh yeah? Never heard of them." And they're like, "You're fucking going. We're going." Okay, so we went to the Ventura Theater, and we saw Nashville Pussy. And the lead guitarist is this blonde chick that's fucking... She's just wearing a bra, and she's got big cans, and she's fucking just ripping it. Just ripping this guitar solo. They're a fucking amazing band to watch live. Probably one of the best live shows I've ever seen. She grabs a fucking bottle of Jack Daniels, and she puts it in her mouth, and she's holding it with her teeth, and she's playing a guitar solo, and she loosens up her bite, and the Jack Daniels like slides down on her face, and like she's like deep throating a fucking bottle of Jack Daniels. Here's where it gets better. You see the level of volume that's in the bottle start to fucking drop and drop and drop. Like she's just guzzling the Jack Daniels. And she doesn't fucking miss a note. She's that good of a guitarist. She's fucking amazing. Nashville Pussy, if you get a chance to see them live, do it. Do it. I was single at the time. And this is like way before the show started. I'm at the bar drinking a beer. And this hot brunette chick in fucking leather pants is at the bar. She orders something. And I'm working up the courage to fucking chat her up and buy her a drink and all that shit. And right when I was about to do that, she walks off. It turned out she was the bass player. I'm like, "Ah, fuck." Well, after the show, we all ended up across the street at the sewer the Sansui, and just shooting the shit and fucking having drinks. Great band. Great people. If you get a chance to see Nashville Pussy, you gotta see Nashville Pussy. I bought a fucking patch from their merch table, and it's sewed into my wallet. And the patch says, "If it's not Nashville Pussy, it's not worth a fuck." Who else did I see? We did the Foo Fighters, blah blah blah. Nine Inch Nails, David Bowie. I gotta say, the best live show I've ever seen was White Zombie in Tulsa. Filter opened up for him. Filter was pretty good. White Zombie was amazing. He had this giant fucking, like a 15-foot tall robot walking around on stage and shit. He had go-go dancers in cages, pyro. Like, you want to talk about production value that people put into their shows. I mean, fucking Rob Zombie dumped a lot of money into that shit. They sounded good, but dude, they were fucking, what a show. It was like you're at like Universal Studios or something. It was that cool. A lot of fun. I'm trying to think of what other shows I've been to. One of the best shows I've ever seen is a band called Brother. They're Scottish and Australian. This one guy plays the guitar and the bagpipes and the didgeridoo. Saw them at the Troubadour or something in LA. And fucking A, they could play. They're so good. I'll put their link down. Check them out. Brother. Really good. Really, really good music. Really good music to chill out to and stuff. Another band from LA, I saw these two bass players. And they were in a band called Taxi. And I just happened to stumble upon them at some bar I was at or whatever. And I'm like, two bass players and a drummer? How's this work? They were fucking amazing. I can't find them anywhere online right now, but they were really good. Oh God, there's another band. But overall, hands down, the best band you could ever see live and have a great time every time. Look no further than Electric Six. Look them up. Electric Six, they're popular for a song called Gay Bar and stuff like that. I Buy the Drugs, and they're just such a fun band to watch live. They sound great. I've seen them a bunch of times. It's so fucking funny. I saw them in LA, and during the show, I got up on stage and I'm dancing around, and I patted the singer Dick Valentine on the shoulder, and I hopped off stage. And at the end of the song, he said, "Don't ever touch me. Don't you ever fucking touch me." I felt bad. I fucking felt bad. I'm like, fuck, I offended this guy. I didn't like assault him or anything. I just patted him on the shoulder. Woohoo! And I jumped off stage. A year later, same venue, I saw him again, and I did not get up on stage. I didn't fucking touch Dick Valentine. I just hung out in the crowd, and at the end of the show, he hopped off the stage and started like introducing himself and saying hi and hugging people and shaking hands. And he turned to me. He said hi, and I said hi. I was here a year ago. And I got up on stage and I patted you on the shoulder and I jumped off stage, and then he said, "Don't ever fucking touch me." And Dick, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry about that. And I waited a year to tell you. And he started laughing. He shook his head. He's like, "Dude, don't worry about it. I was fucking around." So anyway, so I'm Electric Six is the most fun you could ever have at a concert. Oh God, there's some more. I know there's more. I was southbound 101, Isla Vista. It's a little college town outside of Santa Barbara. There's this fucking little bar there, and they had on the marquee, it said, "Mystery Band tonight." And it was right about the time, that they're going to go on. nobody's really there. Just a couple of cars and a big truck and shit on the back. I pulled in. I stopped in. I was going to grab a burger and a beer. And the gal working the bar, she's like, "Oh, you here for the show?" And I'm like, "I'm just passing through, just looking to get a bite and a beer and get back to Ventura." She said, "Yo, stick around." I'm like, "Well, all right, yeah, I'll take a cheeseburger, plain, blah, blah, blah. Give me a Miller High Life." And I shit you not, it was Alice in Chains. They were working on an album that they wanted to do live on stage to see how it sounded and stuff like that. And next thing you know, the people that were in that place were running to the payphone to dump a quarter in and say, "You need to get the fuck over here." This is back when payphones were around, guys. Not cell phones. You couldn't do pictures, selfies, none of that shit. So that was fucking incredible. That was really amazing to see that. It was just totally unexpected. And the harmony between Jerry Cantrell and, the singer, what's his name? Lane Stanley was just, it was really good. It was really like haunting, like really good. So I got to see a lot of bands. I'm leaving a lot of fucking shit out here. I'm just kind of giving you the clip notes here, the highlights and stuff. There's some bands that I really wish that I got to see. I actually did have tickets to see Peter Murphy at this place in San Francisco called the Church or the Chapel or some shit like that. But he had problems with his visa or something, trying to get in, and it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and I just ended up just canceling it and getting my money back. I would have loved to have seen Peter Murphy play. Another band that's really good to watch live is the Melvins. They're fucking incredible. Trying to think of who else I'd really like to see. Like if I had like a time machine, like a DeLorean, 88 miles per hour, and I could travel to wherever I wanted, I'd like to have gone to CBGB's and watched the Ramones play. I think that would have been a really good fucking time. Hendrix, fuck, my God, I'd love to see Hendrix. I've never seen Rush play. And I would murder 3 people to fucking go back in time and watch Rush play. I'm a big Rush fan. I like Rush. A lot of people, there's some people that don't like Rush because they can't really get over Geddy Lee's voice and stuff. And I get that. But fucking A, just watching Neil Peart play the drums. I would have loved to have seen that. I wish I could have seen Rush play. There's another band that I had tickets for, but my car was fucking up and I couldn't get to the show. I bought tickets for Tomahawk. It's a group with Mike Patton, Dwayne Dennison, and John Stanier, who's one of the best drummers ever. If you don't know who he is, he used to play drums for Helmet, and he plays drums for Battles. And the guy's a fucking monster on the drums. And I had tickets to see them in LA. And I couldn't fucking make it because my car was fucking shitty. So I emailed the venue and I said, I'm not going to make it. Please give my ticket away to somebody that, struck out. Like pass it on. What's another good concert I've been to? I'm trying to think. That's probably it. Nothing else really comes to mind. But yeah, fucking A. If I could have ever seen Hendrix or Rush play, like that would have been fucking awesome. If you have any good, funny, good concert stories, post them in the comments, whatever. Check out my shit down below. I'm streaming on Twitch on Saturdays. Send me your funny poop stories. It doesn't even have to be about poop. Could be about fucking sex or whatever. I don't care. I'll read it. Live on Twitch. Check out my Twitch down below. And check out my stuff. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. And yeah, YouTube is pissing me off right now. Can I be honest with you? They're pissing me off. They got rid of the dislike thing. You can't see how many thumbs down you get. I am, because I create content. I could see the people that give my videos a thumb down. I'm not bothered by it. They did it because they don't want to like people get offended or whatever. It's a load of bullshit. I can see the people that give my videos a thumbs down. And granted, it doesn't bother me. You have the right to do that. Whatever, I don't care. But here's the thing that really pisses me off about that. If I want to learn how to replace the fucking cabin filter in my wife's Honda, and I look that up on YouTube, if I see a video that has more thumbs down than thumbs up, then I know that this video, the instructional video, isn't going to help me. And it could fucking, cause problems. What if I'm like doing an air conditioning recharge on my Pathfinder? And I'll look up a video on YouTube and it's all thumbs up. But it's not good, And I end up fucking blowing the line and hurting myself or some shit. Like for tutorial videos on YouTube, like it sucks. So I don't know. For stuff like that, it's essential. You need to know what you're doing when you working on something. You need to know if the the instructional video is helpful for you to get your job done and safe and stuff, and instead of fucking people's feelings and shit like that. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, there's my rant. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Nobody else could see it but me. Or just put in the comments, go fuck yourself, and that works for me. All right, high fives and boners. I will see you guys later.